Yeah. Back at you.
Who you?
The 4. Yeah.
Yes! Hey, you won. Hey.
Hey. That's for you.
Thank you.
That's from all of us. You know, I think that horse's stall is adjacent to our horse's stall.
Look now what you did to me with this woman. Stay, one more.
Let's
Take another. Hey. Jeez, I feel like a landing strip.
Would your parents still be with us?
No, they're both gone, my folks.
Hi, bud.
Hey, Cody.
When I first met this woman, I fell in love. I mean, I really did. I mean, what a smile, what a heart, an amazing person. And I mean, she is one hell of a wonderful actor, and an incredible advocate. My dear friend, Dina Belle, how are you?
Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you.
Actually, good to see anybody these days.
I know, right?
You miss people.
I tell you, it feels like a couple years since I've seen you.
Definitely, at least.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
For
think
the last year we've been home.
right. Oh,
A year. Can you
Home
believe?
Alone.
Oh my God, I feel like at least he got to escape.
Oh my God, I know, right?
He was like, I'm not having this thing for you, but I can't even do that.
Yeah. I remember we used to hang out at the Directors Guild and go see the movies.
I miss that.
Yeah, I do too. Maybe in a year we'll be doing that again.
I'm there when you are.
I am too. So, you know, again, like I said, you are seriously one of my favorite people. I mean, it's, like family. It just feels that way.
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to think, where did we actually meet?
I came to the studio in Burbank to listen to Jerry Jewell read from a book. She's been talking about you non-stop, and then she said, "Oh, I'm doing a reading at one of its classes. Why don't you come check it out?" So like, okay. So I came here with a beautiful reading from Jerry, and then she introduced us, and I was hooked immediately. It was like, what do you do? I want to know everything you do. I was hooked.
Well, and then you did classes, and you did, I mean, more than that. I mean, you've been an actress. I mean, going way back, not too way back, maybe a couple of months, to the age of 3.
Way back.
A few more. Okay, maybe some years. You were the poster child for United Cerebral Palsy?
Yeah, for 10 years.
Now, and that's actually a record, right? Don't they? It's only like
they usually do it. They change it. They change the people like every 2 to 3 years. I did it for 10 years.
Because of that essence that you have. Yeah, I could see that. And I mean, you've had roles on Knots Landing. You've had roles on CBS Movie of the Week with Nancy Cartwright, who is the voice of Bart Simpson.
Right.
That
was amazing.
Tell me about it.
It was a lot of fun. I was 8 years old, and I think they saw me on one of the telethons, and they called my agent, and I got in the movie. And it's funny because I did not know this at the time, but they had lines for me. When I was 8 years old, I just took it upon myself to say whatever I wanted to say. They're like, that's maybe the movie we'll keep it. So I created my own lines.
Oh, I love this. Do you have a copy of this somewhere?
I do. So my parents still have a VHS. And I keep saying, okay, come on, we got the good digital. But we haven't done it yet. But yeah, we have. We actually found it on YouTube a couple years ago. And we streamed it on our TV because my son had never seen it before.
Oh my gosh. I've got to check that. Now I've got to like research. I wonder if it's on YouTube somewhere.
That's what we watched it. We watched it on YouTube.
Oh my God. Okay. That's what I'm going to do right when I get off of the interview.
I wanted to show my son. Yeah, he's a teenager, so he's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I remember the last time I saw him, he was this big. I bet he's this big now.
He's almost a tall Daniel. He measured himself the other night. He's 5'6.25".
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, say hello for me.
I will. He's playing video games like usual.
Brandon, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon.
Hi,
David. And your wonderful husband, Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah. He's wonderful, though.
Yeah. So let me ask you. Your main focus is advocacy, correct?
Yes.
What is it about advocacy that you love so much?
I love making trouble.
You like making trouble. Good trouble, huh?
Yes. I got arrested 2 times.
I read that.
Yeah.
Where and what for?
Washington, D.C.
Not what a better place to get arrested. Both times were Washington, D.C.?
For civil disobedience. They came up to us and said, you couldn't leave or you couldn't be taken away. We were like, go ahead, I'm not leaving. So I have a video of me being escorted away by the police.
Do you have that video too?
I do. I just couldn't shoot.
To put that on your demo reel.
He didn't ask me. He didn't go to jail.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I haven't experienced that yet, being arrested. I guess I still have to. But hopefully it's for something positive. And
the good feeling when you feel like it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
And the second time, that was 2 years in a row. And then the second time I got arrested, I went to they didn't really take it to jail. They just put us in a separate room, like booked us there. And then the next day we had to go to the police station to pay a fine. So when I went to the police station, the secretary, he was like, "Oh, I remember you. You were here last year. Welcome back."
I knew you were going to say that. I love that.
And then at the end, he said, "Good for you."
I tell you, you know, doing it for a mighty cause is so worth it. So worth it.
At the time, my son was like in 6th or 7th grade, and he was staying with my parents. And so Daniel called my parents to tell them what happened, and they're like, "What?" And so when he explained why, my parents were like, "Good for her." And then my parents went and got my son from school. They're like, "Okay, before we tell you this, your mom's okay." She's like, "What happened to Mom?" So they told her, and she goes, "What?" And so she explained why my mom was, when me my son goes, "Good for Mom. Yes, good job." and then he went to school the next day and told his friends, "My phone got arrested yesterday." Everyone was like, "Oh." And then he explained why, and the kids were like, "Your mom's awesome."
I love that. I love that. Well, you know, go for it. I mean, the things that you've done, I mean, you taught self-advocacy skills to people with disabilities. And for the LA paratransit and the riders.
Yeah.
That true? And then you were also a commissioner on the LA City Commission of Disabilities?
Yeah.
And that was for the audio signals that we hear on the street, the beep, 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 as we walk. So whenever I hear that beep now, because I didn't know that, I'm going to think of you.
I did it for one corner actually. I was working in and we're working in, so it was very busy. The street was really long, like 6, 7 lanes, and the signal is not very. When you try to go across, the light is not green very fast. So I commissioned the mayor's office, and I was like, this is not safe for anyone. If you're in the middle of here and you're trying to get across the street, or if you're visually impaired, you don't know how long the light is, they need help. So I commissioned the mayor's office, and it took a while. Obviously, it's very slow. If you want immediate gratification, advocacy in that way to go. But slow and steady. It took a year to year, and they stayed on the mayor's office, and they eventually installed one on Dennis Boulevard in Beethoven.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, some of those streets are scary. I mean, and like you said too, it's the lights just boom, boom. You don't have time to get across the street.
Yeah. So if someone who is visually impaired is walking, they don't know how far they're going and they don't know how much time they have. So if the light can signal, you got 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, then they know I better hurry up.
Right, right. Well, I tell you, sometimes we don't think about how things happen, and then we realize it's people like you who make them happen.
Well, it's me, but I also work with a lot of other people. It's not just me. Like the leadership class that I taught that with my coworker and friend Cindy. We developed that class together. We put all the ideas together and topics together, and we designed a 10-week course. Because a lot of people with disabilities want to advocate, but they don't know how. Where do you start? How do I, from my cookbook in my corner, how do I get one? So we decided, why don't we develop our own curriculum? So it was a 10-week course about what is a leader, what does that mean, the definition of what the EDA, what does that mean, what does it cover, how do I become a commissioner or sit on city council? So, and then we had a field trip. One of our field trips was visiting a local legislature. So we took everyone with us. We visited the legislature. So they could see that it's not that scary to talk to them and tell them what they want and what they need. And a lot of our students that graduated has gone on to sit on commissions and boards and committees. And we're very proud of our past graduates. We taught, I would say, 6, 7 classes.
Right.
So it was fun because then after the class, then you join a SWAT team. Our SWAT team was Citizens Watch Advocacy Team. So together we work on issues, transportation, housing. We fight these things together.
I tell you, to being together hand in hand, it's stronger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if you have an issue, but you feel like it's overwhelming to deal with it yourself, you come to an advocacy team and you learn, oh, that's the issue. Oh, that one too. Then you work as a team, then you get it done as a team.
Right. Now, when you were going to school, you went to Cal State Northridge?
Yeah.
And you were the president of the Students with Disabilities.
Yeah. Yeah, well, then when I did it together, when I first got the season had one of the largest students and disabilities in the country system, and there was a lot of people with disabilities. But when I started going to the Students with Disabilities Club, like there'd be 1, 2 people, and I would say, where is everyone? So I started asking the students, why don't you come to a lot of these meetings? Oh, too political. I'm not into that. So I thought, okay, why don't we make it more social? Because a lot of people with disabilities are very isolated. They have a hard time getting out and socializing. And so I wanted to create, then when I wanted to create an environment where people felt safe to come out. And so we worked on that for a couple of years. By the time I graduated, we had a good group with like 30 people. So once a month we did like a get together on campus. And then one month we go out to a restaurant or a movie and things like that. And so that way people can meet other people with disabilities. And pretty soon we became just a group of friends. So it was
it makes me proud just to know you and what you do and the advocacy that you just go after. It's something that we need. I'm gonna go completely to another realm of life, and I'm gonna throw out a name. And that name is, and whatever comes to your mind, Dustin Hoffman.
Oh my God, I knew you could say that. I was sitting there, let's see, Dustin Hoffman. Yes. He's such a wonderful man. Sweetheart.
So where did you meet Dustin?
I met Dustin on the set of Luck. I was they were looking for someone with cerebral palsy. They called UCP, United Cerebral Palsy, and they said, we know just the person. So they called me up and they said, we know you haven't been acting for a while. Would you like to come out of retirement? I'm like, yes. So they sent me to Burbank for an interview. And then with the recorded interview, and within 2 days I found out I got the part. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was an HBO show. It ran for 1 season. And I got to meet the illustrious Dustin Hoffman. He was the sweetest man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He's really sweet. And he's got a big heart. Not only do he want to talk to me, but he wanted to find out how he can make my life easier.
Oh.
So he decided his mother-in-law had a wheelchair accessible beach chair. A huge, gigantic beach. He said he asked me if I liked the beach. And I said, sure, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Next thing I know, he's sending a beach chair to my house. I'm like, what the? I mean, he's just so, when you meet him, he just got the biggest heart and the biggest smile.
Well, I can vouch for that because I met him once on the set of Meet the Fockers, and just to hear your story brings back these amazing memories. Wow, big, and I saw your clips today from that show, and you're just like, it's like I want to see more of you on TV. I love your role was big. And the relationship you had with the guy that you were like flirting with, and I was going, I want to see what happens in season 2.
It was funny because they would talk before they canceled season 2. They talked about having me come back, then starting a relationship between him and I.
Oh, that would have been great. That would have been great. And then who would produce that again? I'm blanking. David Milch, right?
David Milch, yeah.
Yes.
He was the one that said, I want to find someone with cerebral palsy.
He's an amazing man.
He really is. And
Yeah.
I met him at the after party.
Yeah.
He's so sweet. No, thank you, David. No, thank you. You did a wonderful job. I'm like, wow, thank you.
You really did. And what a cast. I mean, Dustin Hoffman, Nick Nolte, Dina Belle. I mean, that's a.
Yeah, they had a great cast. I wish the show continued. So,
yeah.
That's Hollywood for you. You're hot one day, you're not the next.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what was one of your favorite places that you have worked?
Advocacy or acting or
anything. If you had to pick, maybe let's say a moment that you can remember that you went, that was a moment in my life.
I would DC because I wasn't in DC alone. I went with a lot of other advocates, and I would say 2 times. First was when I was in DC with the other advocates because when we got arrested, it was so empowering because there was about 30 of us that got arrested. We were all sitting in the room, and I looked around at everyone. and you could just feel the passion in the room of why we got arrested. And I remember my dear friend Sydney was there, and she's after advocate of Eureka, and she was there, and I said to her, "Hey Sydney, do you want to get arrested today?" She goes, why would I? And I said, because I'm gonna get arrested today. And she goes, let's do this together. So it was so much fun because we were sitting there together, looking at each other, going, I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we did this. So that was something that I'll never forget. That was amazing. I would say the other times, actually, when I worked at the Advocate at Calais, and when we have after like, I would say 3 or 4 classes, we had gotten together a big, good group of advocates. I remember one Christmas we had a party at the office. And we just so many advocates, and when I look at the picture today, it's just, I had such pride just knowing that all these advocates are taking their classes, and we were a good group getting a lot of stuff done in the community. And that was also a very strong point for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have so many memories. I mean, you're about to write an autobiography, right? Or are you already writing it?
I'm trying. I'm on the second chapter. Let's hope it goes somewhere.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm ready. I want an autographed copy.
Oh, I got one more memory that was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Another memory was the season finale of Luck. We were on the site, and it was the last episode. I usually get tired around 10 or 11 at night, but my husband Daniel always teaching me. He said that when there's a camera around, no matter what time it is, I'm always excited when I see a camera. And we didn't stop filming until about 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. And someone found out that the morning we ended the season finale was my birthday. And so they came out with the cake and they sang to me. Everyone, the cast, the crew, and it was 1:30 in the morning in Hollywood, and it was just so much fun.
Oh my God, that's great. I wonder if somebody has a picture of that.
I don't know. I'm curious. That'd be a great shot.
Oh my God. What is something that most people wouldn't know about you? Like one thing that, really?
That's a hard one.
You like eating cheese balls in the bathtub.
No, that was my last life. Well, I could say I'm addicted to Netflix, but everyone's addicted to Netflix.
Oh, I know. You have a favorite show?
Yeah, I feel like a kid. I like Gilmore Girls.
Which one?
Gilmore Girls.
Oh, yeah.
My fantasy has always been to be able to work on a sitcom. I love sitcoms, and I love the quick humor.
Yeah.
Every time I audition for a part, I imagine myself on the sitcom.
I could definitely see that. Well, in 6 months from now or less, hopefully we'll be out of quarantine and there'll be a ring on the phone and,
I would love that.
And I was reading, you're a sports fanatic. You love to snow ski, water ski, jet ski, parasailing, and you wheelchair dance.
Yeah, well, that was my last life.
Oh,
But yeah, I like to stay active. I like to stay in the community. I used to snow ski. I used to belong to this group called the Unreachable. And they're disabled snow skiing club. Well, actually, no, disability sports club. And we used to drive up to Mammoth one time. Once a month. And then they rent a cabin for the weekend. And we ski on Saturday and Sunday and then drive back home.
The times we could take vacations.
Oh, I do have a secret story.
Okay.
It reminds me. When I was about 25, 26, no, more like 22. Anyway, I was dating this guy who actually got me into the club to begin with. He introduced me to the club. So he drove. I did not. And so we were driving one time to Mammoth. We stopped like in small town, Lone Pine or something. And he's like, okay, I bet you could drive. Because he kept bugging me all the way. I know you could drive. I know you could drive. No, I can't. No, I can't. We park in this parking lot. And he gets out and he goes, slide over. And I'm like, why? Just slide over. So I slide over. And he's like, try. And I'm like, what? He said, just in the parking lot. So we drove in the parking lot. And he's like, you're doing a good job, though. Try the highway. I'm like, what the? So I drove all the way from like Lone Pine to Mammoth. And then on the way back, I did it again. We were in Lone Pine. We had just pulled over and we were about to switch driver. So he was going to drive. A cop pulled up behind me.
Yeah.
And they just screamed, no! And I'm freaking out. And he's like, Dina, calm down. How can they calm down? I don't have a license. And there's a cop coming up behind me. He's like, just act cool. So I bothered on the window. Hi, officer, can I help you? And he just said, are you guys okay? And we're like, yeah, we're just switching drivers. He's like, okay, have a good day. And he leaves. I'm like, oh my God. I just died. I rolled the window and go, what the hell was that about? My boyfriend goes, we're in this small town and someone pulls over. And this, they want to make sure you're okay. I'm like, well, they don't do that in the light. So I thought I was going to jail. I was like, oh my God, that's the one time I did not want to go to jail.
Right? It's like, where's your license?
Oh my God, I'll never forget that.
What is your biggest joy in life?
People. I love people. My family, especially my boys, Daniel and Brandon. I just talk about them and I smile.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that's the hardest part about this whole quarantine. Is that I miss people. I miss connecting. I feel like a better person when I can connect with someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm there with you.
Yeah.
What do you want the most at this moment in your life?
To get out of quarantine.
Amen. Amen, a woman.
Just want to take a walk around the block. I just want to meet a friend for lunch. Just be with people again.
Yeah.
Be able to get someone to hug. I miss hugs so much. I'm a hugger.
Me too. Virtual hug? I love it. And I love you.
Love you too.
And thank you.
Thank you for asking me.
Oh, it was a nice visit. And again, say hi to your wonderful two guys who are with you.
And say hi to your mom for me.
I will.